Hi, I'm Karla with Karla Dreyer Design, decor expert, and this is Decor with Love TV. So today we're going to talk about mixing patterns, and I'm going to give you a super simple lesson because mixing patterns can look great, but it can go really wrong really fast. So stay tuned for my tips, and I have a special freebie for you at the end. Okay, so tip number one is you want to pick the color that you like. So the easiest way almost to do that, when I ask people, well, what color do you like? I don't know, but usually you know what color you don't like. So if you don't like oranges, say, or you don't like red, at least eliminate those colors from your choices. Tip number two when mixing patterns, I think, is then go with a pattern that you love. So your first thing is you're going to choose a pattern that you love and don't think too much about it. So for example, out of looking at all these, this is probably one of the ones I would pick the best. I just love the colors about it. So your first thing is just pick the pattern you love. So tip number three, you've chosen your colors that you're kind of going within. You found a pattern that you love and now you want to add to it. And I'm kind of talking here in pillows, but this could apply to drapery when thinking of your room. It could apply to carpets. It could apply to upholstery on chairs, but let's just talk pillows for easy sake. So the easiest way to mix the patterns is just to take your fabric that you chose and choose a solid in a different material. So this is sort of a linen fabric, and then this solid is a velvet. So these would obviously work beautifully together, not just because of the colors, but because they're different textures. So that's a super easy way to get it right every time. So tip number four, let's say you've got your solid, you've got your fabric that you love, and you want to introduce something else. So what you want to think about here is color and scale. So in this pattern, again, the color, we've got blues, we've got grays, we've got greens, we've got creams. So you want to pick one of those colors. So let's say in this example, we'll pick the gray and choose another fabric that then has that gray. Tip number five, we're getting closer here. So you've got your fabric that you love, you've chosen another color within that fabric, so we've got the gray, and now you want to think about scale. So this floral is quite a large scale print, so what you want to look for is something smaller scale, like this sort of trellis pattern. So these actually work really well together, and again, the reason is color and scale. Large with small, one color from here, one color from there. So just a couple more examples of this just to really hammer it home. So here, actually I think it's the same type of floral, but it's in a different colors. Large scale, pick a color, which is the brown, going to a small scale trellis here. You could also do something like this iCat or ECAT, however you want to say it. It's kind of a large, I shouldn't say a large pattern, it's a medium pattern. So this would work with these two with a smaller pattern again. Now just to show you an example where it wouldn't work, these two together, this doesn't look good. And the reason it doesn't look good is they're kind of fighting with each other because the scale of it is both small. One you possibly could do with it, in taking this being a medium scale, is add a really large scale pattern, which this pattern is still really popular, and these two could go together. It's a little more bold, a little more daring, but it can work. So again, the color and the scale is why it's happening. So if you found this video helpful, I would love it if you could like me, share me with your family and friends, and make sure to subscribe to my channel as I do produce weekly Decor with Love TV with tips and tricks and DIYs. Thanks so much.